In the last day, I came across a take so bad that I had to offload it to you. It's like sharing bad news. It makes you feel better. Here's the headline, commentary on the Wall Street Journal. Hillary Clinton's 2024 election comeback with a smiling photo of Hillary Clinton. It honestly looks like Hillary Clinton is looking at and smiling at the headline of that op-ed. Yes, please write more takes like this. So what is the argument that is being made here by Douglas Schoen and Andrew Stein? Well, they say several circumstances. President Biden's low approval rating, doubts over his capacity to run for re-election at 82, Vice President Kamala Harris's unpopularity, and the absence of another strong Democrat to lead the ticket in 2024 have created a leadership vacuum in the party, which Mrs. Clinton could viably fill. She's already in an advantageous position to become the 2024 Democratic nominee. She's an experienced national figure who is younger than Mr. Biden. Oh yes, comparatively. And could offer a different approach from the disorganized and unpopular one the party is currently taking. So it's like, I don't know if you watch The Wheel of Time. There's a group called the Aes Sedai who literally cannot lie. They're magically not able to lie, but they constantly lie because you can say things that are technically sort of true and totally be dishonest. And that is what this is. And Aes Sedai wrote this op-ed about Hillary Clinton. She's a national figure. Yeah, and there are some downsides about that. The current position of the party is unpopular. She literally lost the presidential election. JR, I know that we've seen this before and we will see this again, but why the constantly pushing Hillary? She already had her chance and she lost.
There's a love affair for Hillary Clinton. And I don't know, I was only like 12 when Bill was in office, but there was that love affair with Bill Clinton. And then so that holds on. It's like the Democrats' Ronald Reagan. So the name just sticks in people's heads and they go, oh, but it's Hillary. And first woman president, that'd be awesome if it was Hillary. We're still holding on to that dream of another Clinton though. That's the thought process for people that don't leave a small mile bubble. It's just, hey, these are the people that run for office. Oh my God, she hasn't won yet. Hey, there's an opportunity, maybe she can win. And totally forgetting, it's not like it's long, old history, recent history of what happened and why it happened and what she did and what she didn't do. None of that was addressed. None of that pointing out, hey, she lost because of A, B, and C, so therefore she needs to do D, E, and F. No, none of that. At least you can have an analysis and be like, this is what Hillary Clinton can do if she wants a comeback. This is just, it's Hillary Clinton, there she is.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with people voting for her?
Yeah, there's nobody else. There's just seemingly no, but there's no young Democrats that represent a new wave. There are no, it's just Hillary Clinton. No people of color. No, there's mayors and governors and like Stacey Abrams is like it's erasure of everything, erasure of reality. The only thing that is left is a void in space with Hillary Clinton floating in it. That's all that this op-ed is. And despite that, oh, and by the way, one more comment. They say that because if Democrats lose control of Congress in 2022, then when she runs in 2024, she can claim the title of change candidate. She's been in politics for 1,000 years. Not a damn person sees her as the change candidate, you knuckleheads.
What are they changing? I'm totally not seeing what the change is here.
I don't know. My blood pressure from only slightly elevated to terminal, I don't know. Here's the thing though, that was a bad op-ed. It wasn't the worst op-ed necessarily. I wanna give credit to Nikki Ramirez, who's been on the show for previewing this next one, saying the winning Democratic ticket is a tepid bowl of cream of wheat and Satan's daughter by Paul Krugman. That's coming. But what that's a reference to is Thomas Friedman's Biden-Cheney 2024. And when I read that, I will admit, I initially thought and bought that this was an op-ed pitching a Joe Biden, Dick Cheney candidacy. Because do you really think they wouldn't do that? No, that's not what it is. It's about Liz Cheney, JR. I find that maybe dumber than let's just do Hillary again. Because I get that there's Hillary stands who are never gonna go away or whatever, or actually most of them, well, it's sad, but they'll die off relatively soon. But the Biden-Cheney thing, why? Why would we choose Liz Cheney? Why are you buying into that she's anything more than 2% better than any other Republican?
Well, because she joined the you know this. She joined the January 6th committee. She's the co-chair. She's speaking out against Trump. She says these politicians are all involved in MAGA that stormed the Capitol should be held accountable. And I'm not gonna sleep until it's done. All that is what she's doing. That's all it takes. So again, for these types of Democratic voters, they have to be the ones to be like, hey, a Republican can say one thing once. And I'm like, oh my God, make her vice president. Why? What is she gonna do as vice president? We don't think beyond the election. We don't think beyond the campaign. Like, would it be great? Couldn't we raise a lot of money if we had Liz Cheney and Joe Biden run? Wouldn't that be great? Hey, wouldn't that be great? Then what? Then what happens?
Then what? What?
Then she passes all these progressive policies. Forgetting that. Then she passes all these normal Democratic policies. No, how about we look at her voting record? Then what? Does she support all these things that you support? We forget what the point of electing someone is, so they can represent you and your values and implement and pass policies that'll actually change things and make things better for the country. You forgot that part.
Well, that's your theory of why you would choose someone. They have a different one, which we'll get to, but we have to end this soon. But I'm gonna do a bad thing to the audience, and I'm gonna read the other options they present. Joe Biden and Liz Cheney's one. Joe Biden and Lisa Murkowski. Kamala Harris and Mitt Romney. Stacey Abrams and Liz Cheney. Why would Stacey Abrams ever agree to that, you maniacs? Amy Klobuchar and Liz Cheney. I will move. Nobody wants that. I don't think Liz Cheney wants that. But their reasoning for all this is, no, but you don't understand. This is three-dimensional chess because we put in Liz Cheney with Joe Biden, and then that will be able to, quote, shave a small but decisive fraction of Republican votes away from Trump. In a tight race, it would take only 5 or 10% of Republicans leaving Trump to assure victory, and that is what mattered. In your mind, Liz Cheney, like their argument isn't that adding Liz Cheney gets disaffected Republicans or whatever. It's she will steal Trump voters. So Trump voters who historically love Liz Cheney recently will sign on to Joe Biden if that's what it takes to get Liz Cheney in the White House. Maniacs.
And why so hell-bent on
the New York Times?
Why the piece together campaign to get Liz Cheney on, to get Biden in office? Because he's doing what? Even the Joe Biden. So we're gonna help him get back in office so that he can do what? We don't think these things through. We just talk.
No idea. No, because again, you are acting as if politics is about like a political policy and producing gains for the people. No, it's a game. It's a game. I get to make a dumb prediction and honestly, or maybe make a purposefully bad prediction. It's always possible with these sorts of things that they know how stupid all this is, but they want to be talked about. And granted, we're covering this on TDR, and you'll note that I wrote many op-eds for The Hill, and I never once covered it on the show. So I'm part of the problem. Anyway,
if only I had the watch list sooner, I would have covered all of them, John.
There's no video. You wouldn't have. Anyway, I miss doing those. Maybe I'll read an op-ed at some point. Coming to Substack soon, John Iadarola. Anyway. Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.